There are teams out there going, oh, his shoulder looks good. We should have thought about making a deal.
They didn't know, right?
They didn't know.
Couldn't get it, check it out.
Cairo, sit down.
January, so we welcome you inside the snowy Highmark Stadium in the shores of West Erie. Let's hit the two steps. Essentially kicking season in the clothing store. As we bring the Patriots told everybody after the NFC Championship game was to in Buffalo.
Miss you guys. So, thank you guys again. Faithful, thank you very much.
It's been crazy, man.
Just all the comebacks of Levi's, comebacks on the road, ups and downs. It's been a hell of a ride, guys.
Well, that's crazy. And what did he say when he sat down with us? Yeah, this whole thing is crazy.
Yeah. He said, did you have a little chip on your shoulder like, oh, you need me now? Well, the thing is, a little bit. You know, it's just human nature. You have to. I mean, it is the strangest of all situations. For him to play the way he's playing, only be in this offense the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Just not fair. Jordan sees these matchups. He knew he was going to have one-on-one with his special receiver against the you can tell, just says, let me just make sure he catches those things, because then he had a chance to go all the way to
Oh no, Lito, this chef lead, bro. I'm already fucking up. Oh, I hate that.
Sometimes spectacular. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Allen.
But he right at that boy.
Touchdown number 23 here on the year.
23.
First here this afternoon. After no gimme in the snow, but it's
Jesus.
It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Cairo.
Tackle going to be made right there
Sit down.
at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Cairo, stop.
Big play in the passing game. That's
Come sit
just
down.
a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Throwing Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So he gets too far beyond
What?
the line, and that's an easy call for the official. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones.
Oh my God, what is going on? Oh my God. What's up with this game?
Second, they declined the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
Oh my God.
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. gun. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Triple.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best
No,
in
buddy.
the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore,
Yes, buddy.
partner, because this group we're watching,
Yes, buddy.
they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up
Yes,
and
buddy.
running. That 0 on the scoreboard
What?
is clearing down at them with every incompletion.
What?
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
21-0 our score after 1.
Carl, go put it back now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a run is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Carl.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 29, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they
Carl, come sit down, baby. Come sit down.
Catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few
Carl,
more
sit down.
This. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Sure.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Back to the ground. Cook dances by him. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground, and to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
56, showtime, let's make some noise. Alert, alert, alert.
They try again with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Silas, why are you just singing out loud?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Able to slither by. And forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Hey, every weekend they be on it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah,
oh,
right
stop.
Down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, Jones forced out to his left. And this one too low.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. To return is McKenzie. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Moss, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give
Let the stops ran that.
They're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Ooh, the juke. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down at 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now in the season. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The
Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Okay.
On second and very short, Jones. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups a little bit of work done. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto, picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Oh. Lay down, Kyle. Lay down. Lay down. I was just checking on you, babe.
From the 34 now, here's
I was just checking on you, Layla.
Here's the option, running right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
6 yards left on second down. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I'm like,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense.
Hey, Carl.
These guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. And he's going to drop this down at Harris, middle of the field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Yeah, I need y'all to stop. Carol, come lay down. Lay down.
You have to think at this
lay down, Carol.
With how wide this advantage is.
Lay down.
For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to score. Pick 6 on a Bills touchdown.
No, it's ranked, boy. You didn't have enough to drink. I told you no.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they get this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're trying to play it straight, doing all the right things. These guys are going to be freewheeling that. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Daddy.
That's at the line, ready to go.
What's up, man?
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 to carry into the film section tomorrow.
Maybe getting points on the board. It'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Daddy.
Harris going to get on second down.
Come on here.
There he goes left side. He's at the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier.
He's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Thank you.
Daddy.
On first down, looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No call.
Ready.
They hand this off to Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
Okay.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
I can't see, buddy. Carl. Down, buddy.
Throw into the hands of Henry here. Calling a gain of 6
He
on the
said that I like
play,
it,
and
I
it'll
need
be
it.
2nd down. That is catch
I
number
like it, I need it.
300 now for his
It is
NFL
in
career. From the 16, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bills, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.
The league and the union will talk to everyone involved, and within the next week or two, they'll come to a conclusion as to whether or not the concussion protocol was properly followed.
What's up, man?